Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to the first video in this channel. Today I'm going to give my opinion on Stranger Things Season 5. Being the main topic of the beginning of the year, the show finale has not delivered what it promised. In my opinion, comparing it to the finales of franchises that live up to its reputation, like Return of the King or Breaking Bad Season 5, the Stranger Things finale feels mediocre, not only compared to the previously mentioned finales, but to the previous seasons of the show itself. Coming from probably the best season of the series, Season 4, we had expectations from this season, but it felt like the showrunners made this season just because it needed a finale, not because it deserved a finale, making cheap storylines and moving the plot, forgetting events in previous seasons. Surely not everything is black in this season. The performances of some of the actors continue to impress. The dialogues between certain characters, like Steve and Dustin, deliver what they want to give. The young actors give good performances, and moments and bits from the story give glimpses of what Stranger Things is and what Stranger Things was. The story began with Hawkins continuing to live with the consequences of the end of last season, even though something doesn't knock to me. People are still living their life the same way, while the earth started to crack and really not normal things happening around them. The government is treating the Upside Down Gate like it's just an experimental gate, and not giving it proper defense or special treatment, knowing their involvement in this case. Dustin doing it in the beginning of the season start to become sometimes irresistible. The scenes with Hooper and Eleven in Upside Down are good, but the whole journey feels forced, so they both are in the Upside Down until it comes to a point when Hooper makes such thing he sacrifices himself, and then appears again later untouched. Will's moments of showing his power was good on paper, but it almost felt like Arya attacking the Night King while the conflict was built with Jon Snow for 7 seasons. Here, Eleven has been the main protagonist from the beginning, and Will taking the main fight against Vecna would be a really bad plot this season, but I'm glad they didn't go that way. Vecna's plot of kidnapping children was the key that will lead to a big showdown with everyone in the Upside Down. But while the new child actors did a really good job, the overall plot felt really cheap, and Vecna's flashbacks try to give reasons to Vecna's reasons for all this doing, but it still doesn't make sense why the stakes went from paranormal activities in a small city to war-threatening Avengers type of plotline. All around the season, the army and soldiers feel like forced second-hand antagonists because they don't act like something important is happening. The final showdown not only ends in a couple of minutes, but feels not fulfilling and leaves the audience with a sour taste and critical thoughts. Watching all these hours of this show only for the show to show us this ending after all that built up feels like betrayal. But we need to accept what the show is: an 80s kid paranormal adventure with the developed into an audience favorite series because of its characters and plot, which in season 5 in my opinion were not in the level expected watching the previous season. Will's sexual reveal just felt like a scene. Will's sexual reveal just felt like a scene not out of nowhere but out of nothing, because first of all it was not part of the plot. Second of all, it was not important before the mission to reveal something like this. And it was really bad not because it's bad to be different sexually, but when that has nothing to do with the plot, but also the time span for this is horrendously bad. Many people say the ending not being on par with the rest of the season doesn't belittle the entire show. This may be true, but it's the fact that the finale wasn't the same level we were used with Stranger Things, and when the ending is criticized, it doesn't mean the whole series gets thrown away. But something needs to be said: black is black, white is white. The series finished with the new kids playing games while we get theories on if Eleven is alive or not, which in my opinion is not important when the whole situation was not well executed. Overall, this season has got some sparks of the past, but overall it feels not well executed, leaves me unfulfilled and wanting more answers on why the show went this way, when the opportunities to be better were there. My final thoughts and rating for the show is 7 out of 10. This rating is above what this season deserves. So as an old friend, I'm pushing my rating above what it truly deserves. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.